Nothing just feels right, because it can be you can blame it on the hot weather, or you can blame it on your hormones, right? But everything you do, you just feel like, oh, this is just like not going your way, and you just feel like frustrated, you're feeling down, despite in the morning you did your meditation and all that, telling yourself you should be grateful and all that, but you still feel very bad, very upset with any little things that anything can frustrate you. Today I have one of those days, and I thought then, why not make a soup to try to fight this, right? Because I try to be live in the moment as well. So with that said, right, the soup has actually 3 benefits, right? It's to clear away the heat, because I think one of the reasons is that we are feeling very heaty, so our body is like the liver, or your physical affects how you feel. So that's the thing. So really, I would like something to clear the heat, hydrating, moisturizing for the body, lung, skin, right? And also something that calms me down, both spirit and mind. And of course, something that is tasty. So with that said, let me introduce you to the ingredients, right? So first we have carrot, lily bulb, goji berry, abalone slice, and white fungus. And in this case, we use pork bones, because I think chicken can sometimes add to heatiness. Start always by blanching the pork. Blanching the pork is like giving it a nice bath, right? A hot bath first. It's like dipping yourself into a hot pool in like Japan, right? Where it's a nice pool to actually detox everything. While we wait for the water to be boiled and the impurities from the pork to come out, and we don't want that, right? So next, we start by preparing the ingredients. We wash the abalone, we rinse all the herbs, and abalone, if you can look at it, right, actually it's like a twin. So if you want to split it in half, we start by rinsing goji berry, lily bulb, the carrots. Carrots first we need to de-skin, and then we cut it into any shapes that you fancy. I personally like the diagonal shape. That's from my mom, and I think it's pretty nice, so I just go with that. Of course, any shape you like, can be star shape, can be rectangle, square, whatever you fancy. Yes. And then by this time, right, you should check on the pork, because most likely it's already boiling, and you should just turn off the fire, and right, we can leave it there for a while we prepare the rest of the thing. Now, the pork is then kind of ready, so now we prepare the pork. The pork now, after the hot bath, now we give it a cold bath, right? The pork one more time in a cold bath, so to just to make sure all the impurities are gone. And having done that, now we are ready to put all the ingredients that we prepared into the pot. I prefer to use ceramic pot. Normally when we boil herbs, right, it is best to use something like ceramic or something like the slow cooker kind of ceramic pot. So the metal, right, metal pot, which is quite commonly used at home of most people, doesn't interact with the herbs then to create some adverse effect. First thing, we put the pork, the ready pork, right, after the cleansed, having gone through very detox bath, both hot and cold. This is ready to put into the pot first, and then we add water. This is just normal tap water, and then we start adding all the ingredients like carrots and so on. But remember, there's one more thing we haven't done. But let's just start off with put everything in except the white fungus, which we haven't talked about yet, right? Which we're going to talk to it later, soon. Now, after that, just after everything is in, we on it to the high fire, and we start boiling it at the high fire first. Now is the time, while waiting for it to be boiled, we can now prepare and look at the white fungus. For the white fungus, we first need to soak it in normal tap water. You will see. And after soaking for a while, right, literally the white fungus will expand and it becomes softer. Now, meanwhile, check on your fire, because it's probably going to boil soon. When you see a lot of steam coming out very fast, like in the heat of the arguments like that, we turn it down to the low fire. And with that, now now that is at steady state, so now we just wait for it to be boiled, because that we're going to boil it for 3 hours, right, to really let the herbs taste and the goodness and the pork, all the goodness and the taste to actually simmer out. So it's a kind of like really distill out, right, all the goodness of all this pork and herbs slowly into the soup. And then when you drink the soup, right, it is very easily digested into your body and into every cell, right? The white fungus, we soak for a while, but after a while, normally, just how we soak right now, it's mostly soft, and we can cut into smaller pieces, and we throw away the core. The core is the things basically we do not want. That's the part that is normally quite dirty, and also the part that is very hard. So, but for that we will leave aside, because white fungus mostly it can become soft very fast. So if you boil that for 3 hours, then the soup will become more gooey, and I don't think people like that kind of texture. So I personally like the more crispy texture, so I normally will put it at the last hour. So that means after 2 hours of boiling the soup, I put it in, and then we're ready to go. Just later when I add the white fungus in. So 3 hours is up, and we are now dishing out the soup into the bowl. And here is the finished product. Here you go. This is really good. Okay, so as I have expected, it has both the savory taste and also the sweet taste. And as I said, the benefits again is hydrating, is clear the heat, right, that makes us feel like agitated easily, and good moisturizing for the skin, and also it helps calm the mind and spirit. So hope you enjoy, and yeah.